Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm back at it here, and I did eventually get the evil executioner. I had 6 shards just waiting, so I just basically used it, and the evil executioner is just absolutely wild stuff. So we'll start off with bats here. The minions obviously aren't ideal, and this version is the version with bar barrel instead of, say, you know, the delivery or something. So minions will be a little more difficult to deal with here, but overall, you know, because I do have the executioner, if I need to in, you know, in the later game or the later part of the match, you know, I can definitely take advantage of that. So we'll go with the executioner here. It's not too bad overall. I mean, if he wants to pop the ability, totally feel, you know, okay doing that. I might have dropped the berserker a little bit early there, but it's all good here. Executioner might not get a hit. We'll send the bats in as well, just in case, and then force out some more elixir. So he's got the recruits as well. Executioner, or I mean, he's got the Mega Knight, he's got the Goblin Stein, and he's got Mega Knight. So pretty heavy stuff here. But we'll see what happens on either side. Maybe I'll push. Oh, he's got the Executioner as well. Wow, I'm kind of surprised. We'll go with Lightning though. That'll take out that Executioner and force out. He's got the minions and the minion horde. That is absolutely wild stuff. Let's go Berserker here. That'll kite those over and give us a decent shot to clean everything up here. Hog Rider will get one hit off, but overall not too bad. A pretty insane deck that we're going up against, and we'll see, you know, how this kind of plays out. So because he played so aggressively, I'm going to go Goblin Stein here. That should be able to take out those minions. I wonder what he's got. He might have enough now for a Mega Knight, but he's going to go for the recruit. So that's going to be kind of interesting here. I'm just going to get my recruits going. I know he's probably got his Goblin Stein. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Executioner here. Probably not the right, you know, placement and whatnot, but I don't really care for that. I just want this to be defended, and I want to counter push. So that's kind of why I did that. But overall, not too bad here. Let's go with the E-Spirit. We'll go with the Goblin Giant right here. So we'll have a counter push on this side, and that should be okay on that side. We'll go with the recruits here. We don't get to take advantage of the Executioner knockback because, you know, Mega Knight's just heavy. So we're going to go and pressure both sides here, as you can see what I'm trying to do. We'll go with Executioner on this side as well. We'll go Bats here in the middle. And then we're just going to drop a Lightning here on top of that Goblin Stein Doctor as he pops that ability. That is amazing stuff. Yeah, he's just going to get absolutely overwhelmed on that left side. This right side is going to go down as well. That right there is going to be good game, well played. We would have taken 2 towers if we needed to. Really solid stuff. Let's get on to another one. All right, next match here. So didn't really need the Evil Executioner in that last match, but overall, I feel like the Evil Executioner can be pretty filthy, especially should help a lot of folks, you know, in mid-ladder and whatnot. We'll go with the E-Spirit here as well. I'm going to go with the Executioner first. Just bleed a little elixir, if you can call that a little bit. If you want to bleed a little more, you know, wouldn't blame you for that either. So obviously, because you don't have the Hunter and you're going with the Executioner instead, you know, one thing that you might struggle against with is something like this. Our opponent's got the Boss Bandit, so that is pretty wild stuff. Definitely, ooh, Executioner is able to make connections, so that's pretty nice. If he wants to pop that ability, he hasn't popped that ability yet, and now he's going to pop that ability. Executioner is going to clean up these minions pretty efficiently. We do have a lot of stuff on the tower. We have bats that survive, and that right there is going to force out a rage, else we would have taken that tower out. So really nice start to this match. I think the Executioner is going to be just absolutely amazing. I think it's maybe one of the more underrated and underused cards, just because, you know, it can clean up so many things. And again, if you're in that, you know, mid ladder, even up in higher and higher ladder, you know, you can definitely make a lot of use of it. So we'll get an Executioner going here. Berserker's going to town. The E-Spirit's basically going to buy our Berserker maybe an extra hit or two. Really nice stuff. Obviously, you see I am not rocking Tornado. Now that might come back to, there might be a point where, you know, that would make sense to do that. We're at least doing double damage, so that's what is nice. We'll go with the E-Spirit here as well. That should stun everything, including the minions. for a split second. So, you know, I don't mind taking a few hits from the minions there. If we even take a hit, we take one hit. But as you can see, overall, not too bad. Look at that. We're pushing back that boss bandit. Really, really nice stuff. Let's go with our barb barrel here as well. Just to start damaging that down. And that's going to get taken out pretty quickly. So that left side is basically within lightning range. Just got to be careful, you know, if he tries to block it. Minions, I think, have more health than that. So just something to keep in mind there. We'll go with the bats and the E-Spirit as well. Just take that out sooner. Executioner doesn't quite reach the tower there, but that's okay. We're going to go with the recruits here. And then we're going to go with our evil Executioner. And see how that does there. Look at that, just defending that battle ram like nothing. This is absolutely amazing stuff. It's pretty dirty, I must say, you know, rocking a deck like this. We're just gonna go lightning here, kind of clean things up. We'll have the E-Spirit here. That's gonna help zap that battle ram if we needed to. But oh my gosh, the evil Executioner is absolutely filthy right there. Good game, well played. Let's get on to another one. All right, next match here. Let's keep things going with the evil Executioner. So far, so good. Everything's been really nice. Let's just go with the E-Spirit. It's not gonna reach tower anyways because of the Dagger Duchess. So just to get a cycle going, we'll go barb barrel here. So if this is log bait, you know, with help with the barb barrel should help a lot. We'll go Executioner, see if he's rocking the version with Rocket, or this is not even log bait, I guess. So let's see what he does here. All right, that's one thing to do, I guess. Let's do this. We'll go E-Spirit as well afterwards. Just stun that prince and all the bats and the skeletons and whatnot. But he let the Executioner lock on. That Dagger Duchess is out of daggers, and we have some recruits stabbing away at that tower on the right. Really nice stuff. Great way to start out this match. We got to be careful of maybe a barb barrel here for that goblin barrel, and not too bad. So we're just gonna let that connect. I'm not too worried about it. Let's go with the Goblin Giant. The Spear Goblin is gonna help take that out. One of my favorite things about Goblin Giant too is just, you know, you can do some damage to whatever it may be because of the Spear Goblin. So we need about 4 seconds here just to get enough elixir back to our recruits. So one thing is, if you're gonna rock this deck, just be very careful about situations like that. If you give up your recruits up against like a prince or something, you will suffer, you know, just from not having something else to drop right on top. The barb barrel is not going to do as great either because, you know, at least with the delivery, you have a recruit that has a shield that can take, you know, a hit or two before, the prince can re-engage. So let's go with the bats here. That will help clean up the skeletons. Just make sure you're, if you do choose to run bats, just make sure you have your bats up to leveled up enough. So we're just gonna go with the recruits here. Yeah, he's gonna get connection, but we'll go barb barrel here, kind of clean that up. The evil bats are gonna be a bit of a pain, so we're gonna go with the E-Spirit. We'll have bats of our own, just to help take care of his bats. Actually, ours gets taken out, but all in all, not too bad. Let's go with the Berserker here. We'll go with the recruits afterwards. Let's get ready for maybe a Goblin Barrel with our Barb Barrel. He's not throwing any Trick Barrels. I feel like Trick Barrels, you know, only work very selectively now. But he's going to drop that. That is something I will take. Lightning that Princess and that Witch. Really nice stuff, even though he replenishes with another Princess. And all in all, really solid stuff. Haven't had the need to go with our Evil Executioner, but you know, sometimes that's good. We'll take it. That's a pretty solid match. Good game, well played. Let's get on to another one. All right, next match here. Let's keep things rolling. So we're just gonna go Executioner here, just get that cycle, but also take out all those skeletons, kind of like when it pops, and take some damage there if we need to, soak up some damage. So interesting. We're gonna go E-Spirit. At least it was a little bit slow there, but you know, now that we know he's got Void Spell. So let's go Goblin Giant here. We'll go Barb Barrel. As long as the tower only hits one of the wall breakers once, totally fine. So I'm hoping he's gonna allow us to target his Mighty Miner first. You know, that'd be great, and then we can lightning that, but we'll make do with this. Let's see, this is gonna be a little interesting. We'll go with the recruits first. Or we'll go with the bats and then we'll go with the recruits. We're definitely going to have to go with the E-Spirit here and be okay taking a little bit of damage But now that we have a better idea of what he's got, you know, we can definitely adjust for that. Mighty Miner ability just to go on the other side, help clean up some of those recruits on that side, so that's fine. We'll go Barbaro here, take out those Spear Goblins, maybe apply low pressure. We'll go Bats, cycle it really quickly here. That should get one hit on that Wall Breaker, so we should be fine. So, should be a pretty interesting match here. Another matchup that was a bit tough last season. But we're going to go Goblin Giant here, and then basically when that pops, we'll go with the E-Spirit afterwards. Kind of help clean that up with the help of the Goblin Giant, pretty nice. We'll see if he does that Mighty Miner and the Recruits defense again. He probably will, at least drop the Recruits first. Yeah, there's that. So the curious thing now is, I think I have to go Executioner on this side. Really, really nice there. Look at that pushback, it's so filthy. Berserker, Barbaro does get onto one of them, so let's see if we go E-Spirit here, maybe buy our tower some time to take that out. Really, really nice stuff. Executioner will take out that Firecracker, so that's really nice for us. Now let's get our recruits going. We can definitely just go with the Barbaro here. Yeah, that'll take that out pretty well. And then we'll go with Executioner on this side just to clean things up. I don't want to be too passive here. So that should help clean up even that Mighty Miner. Should be really nice here. Yeah, we locked onto that first, so we'll go with the Lightning right here afterwards. Take out that Mighty Miner as well, and we have that Goblin Giant on tower. I'm totally fine taking some damage from that recruit there. Hopefully our Executioner is able to throw a good throw. Oh, we don't get that connection on that tower. Would have been really, really nice though. We'll go Barbaro here. I want to take out that Firecracker so bad. You know, it's just going to be a cause for a lot of pain there. So let's go Executioner here. We should be able to force that Mighty Miner to go down the other lane potentially. Lightning here as well. Yeah, lightning on that was a little bit odd for sure. We should be able to take that out, I think. So yeah, overall not too bad. We got that Executioner to lock on, so we just need to survive this last push here. I'm just going to go Barbaro right on top of that. Firecracker, and we should be a-okay. We'll go Berserker, E-Spirit as well. That should be enough to defend against those wall breakers, and that right there is going to be another solid match. We'll drop Lightning here to finish things off. Really, really dicey match. It's always been like that, you know, against a deck like this, but really nice to get a win. Good game, well played. Let's get on to one more. All right, last match here, so let's keep things going. Super, super fun so far with the Evo Executioner, if you guys are able to get it. We'll just go with recruits here just to get something going. See what he's got. We can just go Goblin Giant. He's lagging a bit. We can go Goblin Giant on this side. I'm hoping it's not another, you know, Swarm deck like we faced last time. He's got Mega Knight. Okay. Was not expecting that. The Dagger Duchess on the left is out of daggers, so... Okay, Firecracker will, you know, deal with that first. Would have been nice if it was the other way around, but that's fine. You know, I'll take damage on both sides where I can take it. Go Executioner here. Berserker on this side here just to get that King Tower activation from the Firecracker. And look at that. Just so much stuff going down at once, but even though I'm going to take damage from that Mega Knight, the King Tower activation is going to be absolutely clutch against that Skeleton Barrel, and obviously against, you know, the next time he drops a Mega Knight push or something like that. So I'm just going to take the Bats. It's way too early to go for Lightning on something like that, so we'll just go Bats here, and then we'll just kind of reset a little bit, and probably go Goblin Giant here. That's totally fine. See what else he's got, see if we can fish out some more defenses that he might want to use. That's pretty expected. I was kind of hoping he'd drop something else, but so that's going to be a pretty dead push. I'm not going to invest too much more into this. Go with the recruits afterwards. I want that E-Spirit sooner rather than later. We'll go Berserker up high. Oh, we're going to connect to that Firecracker. That's going to be Barbaro worthy. I know he's got the Skeleton Barrel and whatnot, but hopefully that pops. Oh, it does get to the tower, unfortunately. We'll go with the E-Spirit, though. That's going to help kind of clean things up. So our opponent's got an interesting deck for sure. The Executioner is not going to be as useful in this matchup. if Mega Knight is going to be very, very prevalent, you know, you're going to have to adjust a little bit. But I'm going to take that lightning value all day, every day. And then, oh, he's going to go all in on that side with the Goblin Gang. Kind of surprised. Okay, but he's going to, everything's going to basically pull over this side. So we'll go Bats early. Berserker here, Barb Barrel for everything there, including that Firecracker. Just want to get rid of that. We get the recruits down just in time. We'll go Lightning on top of this Musketeer again. You know, I really want to get rid of that. Would have been nice to also clip that Firecracker somehow, but he's just going to go Mega Knight. Recruits are on tower. Executioner almost able to throw that axe. Would be really nice there. We're just going to do this here. And overall, we should be okay. I'm just going to go Barb Barrel here. Alright, I mean, Bats are going to be able to take out that Firecracker eventually. Let's go Lightning again. I'm just going to start damaging it down via that Lightning. We have that Executioner if we need on defense. Obviously, we need 12 Elixir to defend efficiently against that Skeleton Barrel as well. Let's go Recruits here. E-Spirit is absolutely clutch in scenarios like this, as you guys are about to see. Barb Barrel here, get right on top of that Firecracker. And then I'm just waiting for him to drop yet another, just something else. Okay, we'll take that Lightning. Executioner here should be pretty good to clean that up. Look at that pushback on the Skeleton Barrel. Really, really nice. So overall, we should be a-okay here. Even if he drops that Mega Knight, he's not going to be able to do much of anything. We just got to be careful he doesn't, you know, do something to kind of block the Lightning. But I think he might have just quit right there. We'll drop Lightning yet again. Good game, well played. Really, really solid stuff. Executioner is pretty solid. Maybe I'll have to make some adjustments. We'll see. You know, depending on how many Mega Knights we see, might have to opt in for like a mini P.E.K.K.A somewhere, or a Phoenix instead of, you know, the Bats, but that's going to make the deck heavier. So I'm going to keep adjusting this deck for this season, see what kind of comes out of it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's my first time playing Evo Executioner in this video, so really, really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, please like, comment, subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time.